Good evening and thank you for joining us. An underwater check of the bulk carrier, the Michipicoten, has determined that the ship did not hit bottom or strike an object on its ill-fated journey across Lake Superior.
The damaged vessel is now moored at Kiefer Terminal after taking on water near Isle Royale this weekend. Jonathan Wilson is following the story and joins us now in studio. John.
Thanks, Ryan. The initial investigation has found that the Michipicoten experienced a 13-foot crack in its hull, and that's what caused the loud bang heard by the crew on Saturday morning. 11 people were rescued off the ship, while the remaining crew stayed aboard to help pump water out of the vessel and keep it moving towards the port of Thunder Bay. The Michipicoten could be seen entering the Thunder Bay harbor on Saturday evening, listing to one side, as local tugs helped escort the doomed vessel through the breakwall. Port Authority CEO Chris Heikkinen says they got the emergency call on Saturday morning with a request for assistance.
Yeah, we received a call that the vessel in question was needing a place for an emergency berth, essentially, and that it had been taking on water.
So we immediately launched a boat out of one of our small boat stations in Bayfield, Wisconsin, as well as a helicopter from Air Station Traverse City to get on scene.
Lieutenant Joseph Snyder with the U.S. Coast Guard says their first priority in situations like this is the safety of the 22 crew members on board. 11 of them were rescued by a ship operated by the Isle Royale Park Service, but because the flooding of the ship was brought under control and no one was hurt, a full evacuation was not required.
Like I said, priority one is always going to be safety of life at sea. And again, thinking forward to a possible worst case scenario, you would much rather be saving 11 people from the freezing waters of Lake Superior than 22 people.
The Michipicoten had left two harbors with a load of taconite pellets bound for a steel plant in Sault Ste. Marie. The GPS track of the ship shows it suddenly veered north after taking on water and headed towards Thunder Bay. It's now safely moored at Kiefer Terminal.
We've made arrangements for the vessel to be able to stay at Kiefer for as long as is required. I understand that some preliminary assessment has been taking place. They've sent some divers down to assess the situation.
The U.S. Coast Guard and Transport Canada are working together to conduct a marine casualty investigation. The TSB says that probe has now determined the hull damage was not caused by the ship running aground or hitting a fixed or floating object. Instead, the 72-year-old ship sustained a major hull failure with a 13-foot-long crack confirmed Monday by U.S. Coast Guard officials. Heikkinen says it's unclear if the ship will be repaired at Kiefer or, as some experts are predicting, that the Michipicoten has taken its final voyage.
I just wanted to make note of the great binational effort that went into ensuring this vessel's safety and the safety of the crew, because obviously that's the number one priority, and everyone made it back to shore safe and sound. So we're just really thrilled with that outcome and happy to have played a small role in this successful outcome.
The owners of the ship, Lower Lakes Towing, have declined to comment on the situation. Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.